Well, hello, sports fans. It's the Night Reader here again, hoping to help anybody who needs some help and get some tower reading done for the evening. See how many people come in tonight. Last night was my first night back in a week, so I did have 2 people in that were very supportive, very helpful. Did have some others that came and watched the stream later on just to see what was going on. So hope everybody's having a good day. Probably didn't go very far. Here in my little neck of the woods, it's absolutely pouring down rain all day long. The weather's been terrible. Everything's been a little difficult. But yeah, it is what it is. That's all. Right? One day at a time, everybody does their thing. So let me see, what do we got? Yesterday for the 24 hours we had, the card was why. I remember that, because that was my question as well. It was strange that it came out. Why? Our oracle card was why. And today's is deep knowing. So if yesterday was why, now we know. Now you know why. So today is deep knowing, and that's a good one for us. Take a look. Take a good long look there at that one. So for the next 24 hours, deep knowing is our theme. Something to think about. Something to work on, I guess. If you ask the question why from yesterday in the last 24 hours, then today you should know why. Let's see what our theme for let's see what's going to happen here. What our ideas for the next few days are going to be. Milk and honey. I get that a lot. And higher power. That's good. So milk and honey obviously means that, you're going to have all the stuff you want. Look at it all. Look at everything sitting there. You're going to have what you want. Maybe you'll find a food store that has find a food store that has toilet paper. Maybe that's the whole big point of it, Maybe you'll find a good food store that has a bunch of toilet paper. Wouldn't that be helpful? Whatever it is, you have an abundance of it. And higher power, well, you know what that is. You have a higher power watching over you and helping you and guiding you. No matter what your belief is, that higher power is watching and guiding. So, oh, Kimchi, how are you? And Natasha, how are you? Hello to both of you. Good to see you both. I'm glad you're here. How's everybody tonight? Kind of hanging out and self-quarantining. I was saying last night, I've self-quarantined so much that my blood type is now Disney positive. Or Disney Plus, yes. So good. I'm glad you're doing well, Natasha. I am. Is that you, Tree, by the way? I'm feeling so-so. I'm still feeling kind of so. Not the greatest. My voice is coming back finally, but I'm still not 100%. It's better than it. Definitely better than it was. Definitely better than it was. Thank you. Thank you, Kimchi. I appreciate it. Just because I can speak doesn't mean I can speak well, apparently, tonight, but I am doing my best. So, hey, let's get some tarot started, huh? Anybody have any questions you'd like to have answered? Remember, before we start right there, that all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please hit like, subscribe, and if you'd like to donate, you can donate through PayPal. It's paypal.me. Matter of fact, here, I got to paypal.me/nightreader326, which is kind of important so that I can pay the monthly fees for StreamYard, so I can get rid of the little bird up here in the top right corner, and I can, do some cool different graphics and stuff like that that'll be helpful for the to keep the live stream going, and also to buy more tarot and oracle and Lenormand stuff. So yeah, if you want to donate, feel free, please. paypal.me/nightreader326. Thanks. So, is your boyfriend falling out of love, or does he have someone else you want to marry him? All right. Well, we can talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. You go right ahead. I mean, put them up there, and I will find your questions and come back and answer them right away. Let's see here. Kimchi, let's see. Let's see what we've got for you. Because I hope that's not the case. I definitely hope that's not the case for you. But let's see. You start off with the Tower. That's usually a big tumultuous change, that's for sure. There we go. All right, so yeah, usually the Tower starting off with the Tower means you're going to have some huge catastrophic change in your life, or in whatever it is that's going on, obviously, in the relationship you have now. Is this a volatile relationship where you guys fight? Do you guys fight a lot? Is there an issue with that? Sorry, I know I block all the cards when I turn them, adjust them. Yeah, do you guys have arguments a lot? Because it looks like there's very tumultuous times, and then there's a time that somebody wants to kind of just walk away and rest, or walk away from a fight, walk away from an issue. And I don't think that's obviously going to be good for you. Then you've got 3 court cards, which you've got the King, a Page, and a Knight of 3 different suits. King of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles, is someone who is financially secure. So you recently took a break. Okay. It's been rocky. Okay. It's been rocky these days. Yeah. You're kind of fighting. That's what it seems like. It seems like there's been a lot of issues and a lot of fighting, and then somebody kind of goes away and takes a break from things. That is just what that looks like. It does show that you could be financially secure without him. You could do money life your money life without him if things didn't work out. He's just extremely immature. That's his problem. I mean, he's just really, really immature. He's running in, you know, if you ever see the Knight of Swords, stuff like that, he's trying to be the knight, and he's trying to grow up into that, but he's not really yet. He's not really grown up into it yet. He's very immature into what he's doing, and the stuff he does is not real mature. But now on the good side, you have the Knight of Cups, which the Knight of Cups is a very adventurous and romantic card. That card is very adventurous and very romantic. Following his heart, following your heart kind of card. Follow your heart. And if you look, that one being at the end here, it's kind of moving off to the right, which to me, that movement means it's moving towards your future. So your future with him seems like it is a, you're going to follow your heart, and it's going to be, it's going to be a romantic future with him. If he's the person, again, if he's somebody who's financially secure, or you're the one who's financially secure, then that's the one. That's the person that's going to end up. He's going to end up with the person who is the most financially secure. His immaturity is going to push him towards that. As you can see, he's heading this direction towards financial security. So he wants somebody who has some money that maybe he doesn't work, or maybe he doesn't want to work right now, or, obviously before this whole coronavirus thing, this would have to be, because now coronavirus is around, and it's a pain in the neck, and nobody's working, nobody's doing anything, of course. But before that, he was looking for someone who would be financially stable. And I don't know if that's you, or if that's going to be somebody else. I mean, how are you with finances? Because like I said, his immaturity makes me think that he doesn't have an interest in working, or never, hasn't worked in a long time, because he just hasn't had an interest, and hasn't had a need to, because somebody's been taking care of all of his money. Somebody's been taking care of him, and taking care of his money, and everything that's going on for him. And whoever that is, whoever is taking care of his money, allows him to be immature, and that's where his romantic thoughts are going, and that's where his emotions are going to go, and that's where his heart is. So if you can answer that question there, you're not financially secure. Okay, you're not financially secure right now. Is he? Does he work? Does he, or before all this crazy coronavirus stuff, did he work? Did he have a steady job or anything like that? I'm not seeing anything like that. The next card I got was the Six of Cups, which is giving a gift, giving gifts to someone, which would go along with, that person would have to have money to be able to give gifts in this next card. So, and you can see there's a bit of a barrier here to the home life that he has. But somebody's got to be financing his gift giving and stuff like that. Because I don't think he's the one that's doing the work. I don't think he's the one that's financially secure, and that's not what I'm seeing. So, and that's what I get from that. I hope that resonates with you some. Yeah, I don't know that it was a great reading for you, unfortunately, and I'm sorry about that. But Yeah, that's what I saw from the cards. But again, don't make choices just based on me doing YouTube readings, because all these readings are for entertainment purposes only. So, all right. Thank you. Thanks for the question, at least. Yeah, was it a good relationship in the beginning? It was a good relationship in the beginning, but it changed. Yeah. I oh, I see. Natasha's asking. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. I just yeah, I don't see that he was I just don't see that he's the person who is going to keep you happy because of his immaturity. Now, if he grows up, if he matures up in a hurry, um, then it's going to be completely different. But whoever it is that pays his bills is the person he's going to stay with. So, all right. Anybody else? Natasha? Anybody else? There's only two of you. um, Natasha, did you have a question? Kimchi, you can always ask another question. I'm here to do questions for as long as we want to do questions, I guess. And I appreciate the encouragement. That's for sure. So, oh, what about a 3-month general reading for Kimchi? I could do that. Sure, we could do that if you'd like. Natasha wants me to see how you're going to make out Kimchi over the next 3 months. I'm hoping you're still here. All right, let's use a different deck. Let's use the Anna K Tarot. I like this deck. Cards are a little bigger. They're a little wider. But it's a really nice deck. Illustrated well. She left. Oh no. Well, maybe she'll come back and watch later. We could still do another reading for her. We can always, see. I still don't. I'm still not sure that he's going to be the one for her again. Look at all this. Yeah, he's got to, over the next few months. It's going to be a bad perspective. That perspective of everything is going to change, and his perspective would change for her over that amount of time, over the next few months. I definitely see that. She's going to end up broken and just walking away from the whole thing, because he's going to hurt her feelings. He's going to hurt her. And then he's going to sneak away kind of like a snake in the night here, and then he'll be happy. He's going to be happy with his new person. He's going to be happy maybe with somebody else, somebody new. And she's going to, here she is, but she's going to see herself as being tied down to him, and, tied down to what was, and tied to the past, and not able to look forward through into the future. From there, she's going to be stuck, seeing herself tied down in the past like that. So that's that's both readings kind of went the same way for it. I didn't see anything that was unfortunately really positive for him with him. I don't know how long they had been together. I don't know Kimchi real well, so I don't know how long they had been together. Yeah, it's always sad. Yeah, unfortunately, tarot tells you what it is. It is what it is, and that's all. That's all that it is. But it's not always going to be milk and honey, like we had. If you were here, earlier, it's not always going to be milk and honey. That's for sure. So you can't, you just can't tell. You can never tell. And again, hey, everybody can change their future. Everybody can make their future completely different. It's all up to them. So, don't get stuck in the past. Look to your future. Look ahead. Look forward. I always say, my wife and I both always say, X's are X's for a reason. So don't go backwards. Not that she's going backwards, because she wasn't. She's in the relationship with him right now. But if it ever comes down to that, kind of thing, X's are X's for a reason. And that's the truth. Did you have any questions for me? For you? There you go. If it's not working, walk away for sure. Absolutely. So, yeah. That was a long reading. I did almost 20 minutes on her, on 2 readings for her. So, but anyhow, so what do you got for me, Natasha? Anything good? It's good to be back, I'll tell you. It's good to be well enough to feel, hey, how are you, Tree? Thanks for coming. Your dog is showing, oh no. Oh, your dog's showing renal failure, huh? Are you right about that? That's a tough one. I hate to see that. Tree, I'm doing okay. I'm doing better than I was, that's for sure. And I am, still not 100%. This, whatever type of infection and whatever type of virus I had was, is really nasty, and it's just, nobody ever came out and said, oh, you have coronavirus, but they did come out and tell me, oh, you pretty much have all the symptoms of coronavirus. I was like, oh, well, that's great. I've been sick for over a week, so it's good to be back, though. It's good to see all my friends. Get to talk to you all. Let's see what's going to happen with you about the dog. This makes me sad already. Oh, what a terrible ending. The testing thing for it is awful, I bet. Oh, for the corona, yeah. They stick the thing down your throat. They stick things up your nose. It hurts. My goodness, does it. I remember getting swabbed for something else at one time, and it was so darn painful. Sticking things up your nose and way in the back, and I was like, oh, God. You go any further, you'll find out what I had for lunch. Oh, the dog is talking to a fish. All right, maybe it's not the dog. Maybe it's just the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is usually inspired. He's looking and trying to learn something and stuff like that. So I would say that that's you. That is you, Natasha, looking for looking to learn more about what's going on with your dog. Um, and you've got a group of people who are working hard. You got a group of people who are working very hard on coming up with a plan for the dog. So that's what I see here. I do see happiness. I see happiness and joy and a party, and I see a very new beginning, a very new beginning with things. And then I see the devil, and then the devil shows up, and he's like, okay, well, what are you having all this fairly good stuff happening for? I don't like it. I don't want that. I don't want you to have good stuff. I want things to be terrible for everyone because I am the devil. He's he wants you to get rid of everything. He wants you to get rid of the dog. He wants you to get rid of stuff. He wants you to be destructive, kind of thing. Hey, Unique Life, thanks for coming in. How are you? Hope you're doing well. But if you can get past this, the rest of this looks good. It looks really good to me. Like I said, it looks like you're trying to learn more information about it. You've got a team of vets that are probably working on it, and it looks like you've got a happy outcome with a new beginning at some point. Now, if I throw the next card out again, next card is the Hangman. If you take a look at the Hangman with the devil, well, you're really not. The devil's really not able to look at things in the right direction like you would think he is. He's not able to see things the way you see them. So it's never going to, the devil's never going to get his way in this situation. Yeah, keep her comfortable. When it's time, yeah, it'll definitely be difficult. But I definitely think, the dog, I think this really represents the dog. And I think that at some point in the end, whether it's, good or bad now or later, the dog is going to be happy. He's going to take that rainbow bridge, as they say, and he will be happier. And you'll have a new beginning, unfortunately, and so will he. Her, I mean, she will have she'll have a new beginning too. It's a nice reading. It is a good reading. It is a good reading because you do have a lot of people working on it together and a lot of people caring about her. So I see that as a really good thing. All right. So Unique Life would like a general reading, and so would Tree, I believe. Yeah. Tree says, please, general reading for me. And Unique Life says, a general reading for me, please. Oh, okay. Well, there you have it. Should we could just do them all together and it would be, I'll just use 2 different decks, but we won't do that. Tree asked first. I will go with that. Do hers real quick. And I'll learn how to shuffle in the meantime. And then Unique Life, I will definitely do your general reading as well. Before we do general, before I even put cards on, I can tell you, you're going to stay in your house and stay 6 feet away from people and wash your hands for 20 seconds at a time, and probably go to the food stores and not find any food or toilet paper and stuff like that. That's my general reading. Is that general enough? I don't know if that's a general reading for you guys, but it's definitely been a general reading for me. that's kind of the way things are going. Yes, toilet paper. I know. The great toilet paper crisis of 2020. All right, Tree, let's see what you got going on. You got the 10 of Pentacles. That's great. All right, so you got the 10 of Pentacles, which is great. You've got your money problems are going away. Your anything you had that had to do with your money issues before uh, are kind of straightening themselves out. That's what I see. You know, obviously with the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Wheel of Fortune is, some people say, oh, well, you know, what comes around goes around and stuff like that. And I do believe that sometimes, based on what's going on and what the question is. But in just a general reading, I just see that as you're cycling through life. You know, you've got your money things, you got your you've got your possessions in order. And now you're cycling into a new part of life with the Ace of Wands, which is your new beginning. Again, that's your new beginning. Aces are always new beginnings. Ace of Wands, of course, gives you that creative spark. It's very creative. So you are, you know, you're going from this. You're going through you're going to start a new cycle and do something creative and become, you know, go back. You may be going back to school or to another school or to another, you know, another completely different school, another completely different job, something new, something more creative than what you're doing now. It's not going to be a real fast. It's not going to get you there really quick, though. I'll tell you that, because as you can see, the chariot moves. It'll move, but not when you've got one of your sphinxes laying down. It's not going to move real quick. Yeah, schools are closed. Everything is closed. Tree, everything is closed. I'm out here in New Jersey, and we are on a state of shutdown. Everything's shut down. Just that's it. Boom, shut it down. So yeah, my sister's a school teacher here in the state, and she hasn't been, you know, she's been out of work for well over a week now. And she won't be going back for another month. It's crazy. We're all over the place. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, so things are going to go extremely slow, a lot because of you know, because of what's going on. But you will be, you know, you'll be okay for a little while. You'll be financially secure for a little while, whether you're doing it on your own, from savings that you had, or yeah, hey, Phantom Punk, how are you? Absolutely, you can have a reading. So you could be financially secure from either stuff that you've saved up in the past, or, you know, from other things that you know, from other people helping you out. Someone strong, someone, you know, who's very stable, helping you out. So that's what I get. That's what I get for your general reading. Teachers are going on strike in Australia tomorrow. Oh, that's terrible. That's a mess. All right. So now, Unique Life, it is your turn for your general reading. And then Phantom Punk, yeah, definitely ask your question, and I'll be all over that. I just love doing readings. The more readings I do, the more I learn. The more I learn, the better I get, and the better readings you guys get. So remember, all readings are, if you look down here at the bottom, it's tough to do this. All readings are for entertainment purposes. It's coming across here. Are for entertainment purposes only. Please hit like and subscribe so you can find out when I'm online every night. And if you're interested in donating, which would be great to keep the channel going and stuff like that, you can donate to me through PayPal at paypal.me/nightreader326. There's always, that's always helpful because then it helps me buy more supplies. It'll help me pay for this website each month that I use for streaming. So I can get rid of this little duck up in the top corner and stuff like that, and put some cool stuff up there and do some better branding so we can get more subscribers. We want to get lots and lots of subscribers, lots and lots of people to come watch. So yeah, I would absolutely appreciate donations if you guys are willing and able. I know it's a tough time. So, all right, let's get rid of that. Let's go back and let us do Unique Life's general reading. And thank you, Phantom Punk, for your subscription. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I'm on every night at 6:00 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys don't catch me tonight, obviously you'll catch me another night. That's so weird. I shuffle the cards, I pull from random spots, and I get the same cards. The last time I used this deck, that card came out, the Knight of Swords. You got lots of swords. Oh my gosh, 4 out of 5 cards are swords. Unique, which is not very unique. Let's see. All right. So it looks like somebody has been, I don't know, running away with something, or trying to sneak some stuff out, because something behind your back. Somebody's trying to sneak something out behind your back. That's what I'm going with there on that. They're making their way out. As you can see, they're being sneaky. They're stealing the swords. They're taking jewelry and all this other stuff. And so to me, it looks like they're looking back, and in your recent past, somebody has taken something from you. Now, it doesn't have to be a possession. It doesn't have to be possessions. It doesn't have to be something like that. It could be emotion. It could be emotional with the swords, even though you don't think of swords as emotions. Cups are usually water is usually emotional, but this is not anything to do with water. But it's they're stealing something from you, which to me could be emotions. There's something secret going on, though, and that's looking behind you. So that's looking to your past. Moving forward, you have the 5 of Swords. So you go from the 7 to the 5, which is someone being very overbearing to you. Someone's overbearing and playing mind games and stuff like that, being hostile towards you. And you're not happy with that. You are definitely not happy with that here, because you're intelligent and you are very straight to the point. You're always interested in, hey, Mystic Cats, how are you? It's great to see you. Thank you. You're really straight to the point. So you don't want to be controlled. You don't want to be overlooked here. You don't want someone looking over your shoulder all the time and being hostile towards you. You're just going to tell them straight out, hey, this is the way it's going to be. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is again someone who is learning, somebody who wants to learn. He wants to learn about emotions because he's here he is playing in the water. He's an emotional kind of guy. He wants to grow up and learn about his emotions. The issue is, of course, now you've got the Knight of Swords, another sword, just what you need, who is someone who is, you're going from someone who wants to learn about emotions and stuff like that into something that's very fierce and very headstrong and very, again, pushing forward at a really hard rate. I mean, they don't kind of go in slow, as you can see. They are just kind of charging in right off the bat. Got that sword out. Sorry if I sniffle. Thank you. Yeah, it's sounding better today than it was yesterday, that's for sure. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm seeing that. I'm seeing where you're going from something nice and calm. You're going from you're going from chaos and turmoil here with the 7 and 5 of swords. You're looking to put information out there that's just, just right to the point, no BS, no nothing like that. You just want to put it out there. And you're looking to learn new things. You're looking to learn something creative and artistic, and something that's going to go along with an emotional connection. But somebody's not letting it happen right now. Somebody's really not letting it happen. So that's what I'm getting from your general reading. So, Phantom Punk, what you got for me? You said you had a question, I know, and that is good. Oh, I see it. Okay. Can you have a reading on what's going on with A at the moment? She is a Capricorn. Okay. A is a Capricorn. And what in the world is going on at the moment? Let's see. Let us see. Let's see what we got here. All right, A, what's going on with A? Is A love interest? Is A someone that you are with now or want to be with in the future? Or are they just a friend that you don't have any love interest in? There's always that. You just want to be friends with. Hey, Mariam. Welcome back. It's good to be here. Okay, so A is just a friend. A is just a friend. So A right now is doing two things at once, kind of, basically. As you see, you've got the two wands, the two of wands, which is two wands, and she's looking off into the distance. She's looking to the future, but she's not sure exactly. She's got one wand in her hand, and the other wand is right next to her, and she's not sure which wand she wants to take, but she does have to make a decision. She has to make some sort of a decision about something here that is going to change her future. It looks like it may have something to do with maybe something that's happened recently. Maybe hey, Hikari. I don't know if I say it right or Tio says it right. I don't know if it's but I say Hikari and he says Hikates, and I don't know. But yeah, so anyhow, so A is looking to make a decision that is going to be very It's justice, so it's gonna have to do with balance and fairness. So something that's going on right now, Phantom, it seems like, is that she's she's not sure where she wants to be. She's not sure what she wants to do. If she wants to be just friends, or maybe there's something more to it than that, and that's what she's going to have to decide. She's going to have to make that decision and be very be fair about it. Doesn't matter how I say it. Thank you. We're friends all the same. That's all that matters. Um, so anyhow, so yeah, so then whatever it is she decides, she's going to leave the rest of it behind, and she's not going to be able to go back. As you can see, you've got the 8 of Cups, which is just blocking the door backwards, and she's moving forward into the future, which is going to make it so whatever her decision is, she's going to move forward, and that's going to be her choice. She's going to stick to it, be it, and that's the end of it. Do you two work together? Because this is the Page of Wands here is says that she's very excited about something that she's working on, or something that she does, or something that the two of you may do together. You may work together, and if you work together, she's very happy about that. That's you know which is a good thing, which is a really good thing for you, because that would help you with with that friendship. So if you work together, or okay, she's an online friend. Gosh, I'm not seeing that anywhere. I don't see an online friend there at all. Okay. I mean, hey, if that's the case, that's the case. But she's happy with whatever it is she's working on then. That's for sure. She's definitely happy with what she's working on. And you have the Hierophant here at the end, which is, again, it's like an institution. This is like, okay, maybe she works or does work, or with the whole coronavirus, God only knows who's working where anymore, if anybody's working at all. But before that, maybe she worked at a hospital, or maybe she works at a courthouse or something like that, where she yeah, you think so? I think so. That could be, Natasha. You know what? And I didn't even look at it that way, because I just didn't. Yeah, she's looking off in the distance, which could be very long distance. And but she's definitely working at something that's large, some large place that's a big institution of some sort. And she's very regimented in that work, and she's very happy with it, and she's not going backwards. But yeah, Natasha has definitely hit it on the head. Absolutely hit it on the head. The 2 of Wands is definitely showing that long distance online relationship. And it may not be real long distance, but it's online. So you don't know. I don't know how long that distance could be. But yeah, you hit it right on the head, Natasha. Thank you. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing with A. But I see that A is, not unhappy with you being friends with you. It seems like a friendship is something that she's going to, like I said, she's looking towards the future. She's moving towards the future. She enjoys doing her work wherever it is, where she's working right now. But she is trying to make time. It looks like, I would say, here she's trying to be fair, which to me is that she's got the long distance, and she's trying to make time for that. And that making time is to make time for you. So, all right. That's what I'm getting. I love Tarot in Wonderland. That's what deck that is, Tarot in Wonderland. But sometimes it's got great movement. It shows great movement in those cards, but sometimes they're a little tough to read. Thank you, Natasha. I definitely appreciate the mulligan there in the beginning. Giving me a little, I can always use guidance, that's for sure. So thank you. So Mr. Katz, what's going on? Anything new? I am not 100%, but I'm feeling better than I was. And Hecate or Hecates, you popped in to say hi. I hope you're still here. It's always nice to see you. And Miriam. So Miriam has asked me a question. Miriam, we haven't talked in a week, I know, because I've been out of commission, unfortunately. You confessed to your crush, M. What will his reaction be? All right, let us see. That's interesting, huh? Where did you do this? Apparently you didn't do this in person, or else you would know what his reaction was. So I'm thinking this was like a text message kind of thing. Let me know. Let me know if this was a text message or if it was a telephone call. Yeah, over a text. See? I had a funny feeling. Hey, Carol. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. If you have any questions from Brazil. Oh, man. It's getting ready to be winter time down that way. Well, it's never winter in Brazil, I guess, but it's getting to be that time of the year down there. It's always warm. Yeah. Natasha's in Australia. Carol's in Brazil. Okay. I see a question tree. And I will get to that shortly. Oh, there's a good ending, huh? The Knight King, that King of Pentacles, he comes up all the time. And again, you guys see me shuffle. It's not like I'm not shuffling. And the Page of Cups came up again. All right, lots and lots of Pentacles. The Knight, the King, the Six. Wow. All right, so you confessed over a text. And that's okay, Carol. I speak English. I speak English as my first language, and I don't speak it very well either. So you confessed to him, and now you want to know what his real reaction was after he read your text. Did he text you back at least? Did at least he text you back? Yeah, Portuguese. That's a tough one. That's a tough language, I think, to learn from what I've heard. Okay, so he texted you back. That's great. All right. So let's move forward then. So again, the Page of Cups is somebody who is learning. He wants to learn. He wants to be creative. He wants to be inspired. He wants to be inspired. And he's got, but he's cautious. It's somebody who's, he wants to be inspired, but he's cautious. He's moving forward, which is great. He wants to move forward, but he's not going to move forward very fast. As you can see, that horse is not moving anytime soon. He wants to share with you. He wants to share. It doesn't have to be money, but it can be money. It can be gifts that he wants to share with you, but it could be also time and stuff like that. He's looking to spend time and stuff with you, so that obviously to have this relationship now that you've let him know that that's what you want. He's probably very career focused. He may be or should be very financially secure. He's probably more mature than a lot of people. So I would say, those are all great things. And then you've got the Sun. You have the sun, which is great success and happiness, and everything's going to be great, and everything's going to be well, and all your dreams will come true. And look at you've got rainbows. No, okay, no rainbow, but you've got sunflowers and babies riding on horses, and everybody's happy, and you've got the sunshine in the background. Look at all that, look at all that sun, how bright it is. It's absolutely I think it's absolutely a wonderful reading for how he feels after you spilled your guts. Basically, you basically kind of spilled them out there, and he's happy with them. He's happy with that whole idea. So definitely a positive reading. But it's going to take some time. The one thing I saw that was that showed anything was that it's definitely going to take some time with that Knight of Pentacles out there. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back. Netta Tree wants to know if somebody wants to contact you by text or otherwise. No, I don't have a list, Carol. I just do everybody who comes in. That's okay. Yep. Yeah, we got New Zealand, we got Australia, we've got Brazil, we've got obviously the United States. We got places all over tonight, which is great. Please remember, again, I pointed out here at the bottom, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please hit like and subscribe. And if you're interested in donating to keep the site going and to, get more things and stuff like that, you can donate to me through PayPal at paypal.me/nightreader326. Just like that. So yeah, it's paypal.me/nightreader326. If you're looking for me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook. Send me a friend request. Feel free. Send me friend requests. I don't mind. Cosmo Night Reader. That's me. And if you have questions to email, first off, if you find me, if you get me on Facebook, you can always Facebook Messenger me. No big deal. I don't have any issue with that. But if you can't do that and you're not on Facebook, you can always catch me on email at night.reader326@gmail.com. And if you have a question and you're not able to make it to the live stream, feel free, send it in, and I'll add it to the video, and you can watch the video back at a later time. All right, Tree, is somebody looking for you? Is somebody looking to get in touch with you by text or some other way? I hope they're not stopping by to see you if they're not going to stay 6 feet apart, because that social distancing thing is extremely important, I hear. I've been self-quarantining for 2.5 years, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, good. So Carol will give questions in Portuguese or Spanish, and Natasha will translate for her. How great. You have a friend, you have your daughter, and her friend is staying with you, and she's gone to her class today for a fashion diploma to get her assignments for the next month. Yeah, she's going to be busy. That's for sure. All right, so let's see what we got here for you, Tree. All right, Tree, somebody is looking for you. Somebody is looking for you. They're looking for you, and they're moving. They're on the move. Because, of course, you got the Two of Wands, and Natasha brought out to me before, yeah, that is somebody looking for someone else, or looking for something, or looking off into the distance. So it could be a long distance type thing. Again, it could be online. but they're definitely looking for you. And and they're on the move. They're looking for you pretty quick. You've got the moon, which is dreams and stuff like that. So, have you been dreaming about this? Is this something you've been dreaming, that you have somebody you want, that you know in your mind that you want to get in touch with you? Because that's what it seems like. You're on that path. It looks like when they do get in touch with you, you're going to be extremely happy. Both of you are going to be very happy. It looks like to me, but it also looks like at some point it's going to turn. It's going to end up. There's going to be some type of a burden. Some type of a burden is going to come up, and it's going to. It's definitely going to cause there to be an issue. And then once that burden, there's your next card, was the Hermit. And sure enough, once that burden is there, it is going to leave somebody to be by themselves for a while. Somebody is going to be alone and walking off. And again, who knows? That burden could be coronavirus. Could be, because that seems to be the crux of everything right about now. So that's what I got for you, Tree. Oh, let's see. What else do we got? I'm not on Instagram. I am not on Instagram. All right, so Carol, I haven't got your question yet because Natasha's still translating, I think. PM has put everything into the whole. Your Prime Minister put everything in New Zealand on lockdown. Welcome. That's the same as we have here in New Jersey. Everybody's on lockdown except for essential services. We do have supermarkets. No toilet paper in them, but supermarkets are open. That's for sure. All right. So Carol says, I wonder if my ex still has feelings for you. Will he come back to you? He's a Pisces and you're Aquarius. All the fish are represented. All the fish in water. How could you not get back together? You're the water and he's the fish. He needs you. He needs you. Just for that reason alone. All right, let's see. Let's see if Carol's ex still has feelings for her. Yeah, I don't know what it was, Hikari. The Streamlabs is stupid sometimes with their bot does not ever it comes up with some dopey stuff sometimes. But that's okay. I knew what you meant, and I know you weren't cursing at me, that's for sure. All right. Carol, how's your ex looking? Again, we've got the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. All right, so your ex is really immature. Number one, right off the bat. That's what I think. That is just something that's the first thing I get from this. He is very immature. He broke your heart before. He's the one who he broke your heart, I believe. I think he's the one who broke your heart. Here he is stealing something. He's taking something from you, and that was your feelings, and that's your heart. So his immaturity made him break up with you, and he stole your heart. So I think. I think you put a lot of work into this, and you really wanted it to go well, and it was going well for a while, but his immaturity got in the way. I don't think he sees things the same way you do. That's the problem. He doesn't see things exactly the same way you do. So that's the issue here. That's why things didn't work out, because he's immature, and he's not looking at the relationship the same way you're looking at it. So, but then you've got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is somebody who's very mature and very passionate and very career focused, which to me, I would say is probably somebody new, somebody who is, on the other side of this whole thing. You know, it's funny because Natasha and I, early on in this stream, were here alone, and I had said to her, I said, "Oh, my wife and I always say X's are X's for a reason," and she agreed, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. He's your X for a reason. He doesn't look at things the same way you do. He broke your heart. He's extremely immature. You've had to work way too hard in the relationship to keep it going. And he still isn't interested in that. But somebody else is. Somebody who's much more mature. Somebody who is much more like-minded to you. Somebody who's going to have, eventually, when all this stuff is going on, we'll have we'll have a good job, I would say. That's exactly what I was going to say, Natasha. You took the words right out of my mouth. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing on there. I'm just reading it really quick. Yeah, that's what I got. Did you get it all, Natasha? I hope. Absolutely positive for life. You can ask a question. Let me just see if I missed anybody else before you. I know Carol had hers. And let's see. Oh, positive. Yeah. Did you want to know about Ms. Dunn? Ms. Dunn, would she like to hear from you, and what would be the outcome? Is that the question you wanted to know? Because if it is, I'll gladly ask. I mean, we can definitely do that. Carol, good news, bad news. Some good news, some bad news. Good news, bad news. The bad news is I don't think your ex is coming back. I don't think it's a good idea for that to happen. But the good news is I think somebody else is on the other side of this whole thing, and you'll find them. Yeah, that's the okay. Oh, you decide to change your question. Well, you can have two questions. I don't care. I don't mind. So if you still want to know about Ms. Dunn, I can definitely tell you about her, and then you can ask another question while you're doing that. While I'm telling you about Ms. Dunn, gladly type another one. Wow, Natasha, that's amazing. See, I can do it in English, and I can't even do it that well in English. It's only bad news, Carol. That's not only bad news. Somebody's coming for you. You'll find someone, and they're going to be good for you. All right. All right. So Ms. Dunn, is Ms. Dunn trying to contact you? And if so, my goodness, you got. Oh, I was gonna say you got all wands, but no, you got the king again, the King of Pentacles. How many times is he going to show up? Oh, let's see. All right. So would she like to hear from you, and what will the outcome be? Let's see. Is she going to contact you? Wow. I don't think so. I don't know who Ms. Dunn is for to you or with you, but it looks like there's something blocking you and her from talking. Something's blocking you. Again, maybe it's coronavirus because you've got someone who is, been injured or sick or something like that. But it also looks like you guys have had some type of fight or struggle. You've struggled with each other, struggled to see things in the same way, struggled to communicate with each other, and or fought about it and have had an issue. Your King of Pentacles guy is, again, she's off enjoying the good life. She's off enjoying whatever it is that she likes to do. And you're carrying the burden of wondering whether or not she's interested in talking to you anymore or not. So you're looking out and waiting, and that's just what you've been doing. You've been looking and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting to find out if she wants to contact you or if she's going to contact you. But I would say probably not. I would say she's probably not going to contact you. So I don't see any outcome of it. Okay. Yes. Oh, your husband just brought home toilet paper. How lucky. Yeah, Carol, here it is. Remember, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. And so just keep that in mind. It'll be you contacting her. Okay. I don't think she's gonna. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but something happened, and I don't think she's gonna be real thrilled to hear. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be the conversation you really want to have, or she wants to have. So I would say, if you really have to contact her, go for it. But if you don't have to, you may not want to. So that's what I say about that. I don't know. So when Kevin and you make it official, do you see marriage and kids? Ooh. When you guys make it official. Wow. It's unofficial now? Obviously. It is unofficial now, that's for sure. Let me look. Oh, let's see. What do we have going on back here? Yeah, you're unofficial. Not you didn't just spill your guts like Miriam did you? This has been going on for a little while. You just haven't told anybody about it. It's kind of been a little secretive. Oh, geez. Well, there goes that great shuffling skill of mine. Oh, I'd love to see the Lovers, the Two of Cups, and the Empress right about now. That would be great. Very good. Nice. That's a very good thing. It's very nice. Obviously, people say that's old-fashioned nowadays, but hey. That is all right. But I would still... Oh, strength. That's great. Oh, that's not so good. Okay. So we won't talk about the Ten of Swords. And again, we got the Nine of Wands. Oh, all right. So you guys are gonna excuse me. Hold on one second. So you guys are going to make it official and tell people that you're together and you're a couple. And one of you is good. One of you is not really ready to do that yet. And I would imagine if you're asking the question, that it would be Kevin that's not really ready for it. I see here where Kevin's really not ready for it, and he's built up a bit of a wall, some type of a barrier. There's a barrier there that is making it difficult for him to come right out and tell everybody right off the bat. Now, the strange thing is, of course, he's he's undecided because he has so many decisions to make. And it's not like, oh, okay, I've got all these other people out there that I want to, um, that I have all these decisions. I can decide between all these different people here and here and here and here and here. It's not that. It's just that he has other things that are going on that he has to decide about before he makes that, before he makes that big open, you know, official notice. And if he makes a bad decision, of course, it's not gonna work out really well for him. Which, he's not gonna be he's not gonna be in a good way if he makes a bad decision, and that's what he's afraid of. And I think that's what he's afraid of here, and I think that's why the wall has gone up behind him. Um, but I also think that he's a very strong person, and his strength is what's going to just push him through the indecision and the issues, and he's going to end up being happy, just like the lion. He's going to end up being happy, to finally tell everybody, because because it has been going on. This has been going on for a little while, and it's definitely something that he does want to. He wants to do it. He's just not sure about it right now. But he's extremely strong, and he will do it, and he will be happy, to make it official. Now, do I see marriage? Let me pull a couple extra cards, because I am, unfortunately, in these cards, I don't see anything to do with marriage or children or any of that kind of craziness. You've got the Two of Pentacles, you've got the Chariot, and you've got the Heartbreak, the Three of Swords. I don't know that I see marriage. I see, again, indecision. I see too much indecision, too much juggling things, too much rough emotions. You have the emotional water here in the background. If you can see that, it's got a little bit of glare. Sorry. But it's got a very rough seas back there, and water and emotions go together, obviously. So, you've got some really rough seas, and then it's like a period of, you could move forward past this, but you can't move forward when your chariot's got its two sphinxes laying down and not moving anywhere. And then you've got, and unfortunately, you've got heartache. You've got heartache and heartbreak, and possibly, sometimes this could even mean another person in the picture. Now, it doesn't have to be another girlfriend or something for him. It could, or boyfriend for you. Either way, it could be a family member that gets in the way. It could be something to that effect, that gets in the way of things and makes it difficult for you. You know, you still have he's still strong. You still have the strength card here in the end. You still have the strength card in the end. And I have to say that, yeah, if the two of you stay strong through it, you'll be able to get through whatever that is that's causing that Three of Swords heartbreak. There you go. You don't like baggage, yeah. Has he been carrying? He been kind of carrying baggage with you all along? Yeah, family. Okay. Well, there you go. That's exactly what I saw. Like I said, you get the Three of Swords, and it always looks like heartbreak. It always looks like, some type of breakup, but it also a lot of times means there's another party involved. And everybody right away jumps to, oh, well, he's got a girlfriend or she's got a boyfriend, and that's what it is. But it could be a lot of times family that's involved that just are not happy with the situation for themselves. They don't look at it. If the Hanged Man had come up, that would have been perfect, because somebody's not looking at it the same way you guys look at it. So I don't know. You give it a chance. Give it a chance. Put it out there into the universe. Excuse me. That it's a thing. That it's official now. And see what happens. See if he steps up to the plate, because maybe that family interference that's going on, maybe he'll take care of that, and that would be the strength card right there for you. Yeah. A lot of times people should definitely mind their own business, but they don't. So, all right. What else do we have going on? Natasha's husband brought home toilet paper, and I'm just waiting to get my roll now. Carol, don't forget that wasn't terrible news. I still see somebody coming for you. Does anybody else have any questions? Tree wants to know, did instructor intentionally ruin your teaching practicum? Do you think so? Did the instructor intentionally fail you and ruin it? That's kind of heavy, huh? You think the teacher didn't dislike you that much that they failed you just because they didn't like you? That's not ethical. That's not ethical at all. His name's Peter. Wow, Peter. Once again, you got the King of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. These are cards that have come up a lot. The Knight of Swords and King of Pentacles, of course. You've got somebody who is very much fierce, and very determined to get their goal, whatever that goal is. And unfortunately, that's in the past, though. They're heading, excuse me. It's past my bedtime lately since I haven't been feeling well. I go to bed early. It's definitely here where, in the past, this person was looking to be aggressive and be goal driven aggressively, but it looks like it's moved into better times, something better. this person, again, is financially stable, and it's somebody who is trying to enjoy things, so they're not looking to cause turmoil. Um, here you've got, again, somebody who's extremely happy. They have put a barrier up around them, all behind them here, but they're very happy. They're sitting back. They're very leisurely. They're very happy. They're looking, they're looking back here too. So you've got people who are looking. You're looking to the past. It's past looking. This is looking to the left, which is your past. You've got the Knight of Swords, which is going to the left. That's your past. Then you've got the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups, of course, it could be just boredom. You could have just been bored of the whole thing. As much as you enjoyed it. I'm not saying you didn't enjoy it, because here you've got joy and happiness. You've got a joyful person and a happy person. So you were happy with what you were doing, but you may have just gotten bored of it and kind of turned away from it for a little while and need to get back into it, because in the end, you've got justice. Well, justice is great. That's what you want. You want fairness. And your question is, did he fail you and ruin your teaching practicum? No, I honestly think he was extremely fair. I think he looked at it, weighed all the options, and made a very fair decision. That's what I see. All right, Tree. I hope that was kind of on point for you. There you go. You were bored of teaching as well. See, I had a funny feeling that was the case. So, you see, Natasha had the same problem when she went for her truck license. You're always welcome, Tree. Always welcome. I'm always glad to do readings for all of you. I appreciate everybody who comes and supports my my live streams now, or whether they come back later and watch them at another time when they can. Thank you. I'm always appreciative of that. So, what do we got? Gee whiz, it's 10 after 7. And it's still pouring down rain here in New Jersey all day long. All day it's rained. It's crazy. So, what else do we have going on? Natasha, you're welcome. It's a pleasure working with all of you and talking to all of you, and yeah, good resting weather. I know. I have to. I shouldn't say I have to. I am going to talk to my parents in just a little while, in probably about 20 minutes or so. So I will be going soon. And yes, I am on the East Coast. I'm in New Jersey, and I'll be talking to my parents, do a little FaceTime with them, because I haven't seen them in well over a week. And for all of you who didn't know, who didn't get to see the video from last week when I stopped doing the live stream for the whole week, I also had my grandmother also passed away last weekend, which was it was unexpected at the time. Let's put it that way. She was, thank you, Natasha. So you remembered. Yeah, it was unexpected at the time, because she had been sick. She had been in the hospital, and she was doing extremely well, and she was rehabilitating, and then just in the middle of the night, she had a heart attack and passed away last Saturday night. So now the sad part, she was 94. She would have been 95 this year, and she had a great life. She really did. She enjoyed having her family around her, and we were always we see, I don't speak English real well either, and it's my first language. We are a very close family. Um, my mom and dad, I have a sister and her family, um, and my grandmother. We were all really close, and so it kind of took us by surprise. But she had a great life. She enjoyed. We got together all the time, all of us, for stuff. We all lived within a half hour of each other, so we weren't far from each other. So we were able to do stuff all the time. It wasn't just, oh, okay, well, here's a holiday, we'll get together. But um, it did happen. And the sad part about it was I was so sick that I was not able to go to the funeral. And that was the saddest part of it all. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. But I did see it the funeral home had a live stream, which is extremely odd, I thought, but I was happy for it. So I did get to see it, and I could hear it, and I could hear what people were saying um, uh, to everyone else, and what they had to say. And then when the actual service was going on, I was able to, um, hear the minister and hear the message and hear the service. So it was like I was there, but it still wasn't really there. But yeah, I got to see her. I got to talk to her the day she passed away. That night when she passed away, during the day, my wife and I both got a chance to talk to her. We both got a chance to tell her how much we loved her. She told us how much she loved us, and that will be my lasting memory, and that is great. So she had a wonderful, wonderful 94 and 3/4 years. So yeah. So am I going to miss her? Absolutely. But am I glad that she's at peace? And am I glad that she's uh, where I know she is and stuff like that? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so that happened. All right, we'll cut past that now. We'll pass that. So thank you. I do appreciate, though, everybody. Everybody, a lot of people watched the video from last week when I explained it. When I explained that I was going to be off for a while and why, between being sick and being in the passing of her. And everybody was really understanding. And I have to say, I appreciate that from everyone who has, who sent me messages and stuff like that, through all different ways, emails and Facebook and, Facebook Messenger and all, or just commenting on the YouTube channel. Yeah. Yep. Definitely, Natasha. I think so too. It was much better that I got to talk to her on the last day than just going to a funeral, and it wouldn't have been the same, because we got we had a nice long talk and stuff, and then she, had a nice long talk with my wife, so that was nice. But yeah, so a nice, it was a nice funeral. The funeral was nice, and the service was great. But it was, that's for the living people. The dead people, they're in their happy place. I believe that's just my belief. So, anyhow, let's get back to tarot. Enough of this sad stuff, right? Anybody have any other questions before I get going? Because I probably got about maybe 5 minutes, if that. I probably have time for one more question. All right, there it is. Final question. What is it? If you have one. If we don't have one, we can just end it for tonight. You save it up for tomorrow night, and I'll be here. We'll do it all over again. I'll come back tomorrow night and try it again. All right, one more. There you go. I knew it. I knew there'd be one more. I'm going to throw that up there just in case you guys decide. I know it's a tough time. I know people aren't working and stuff like that. So donations are thin, and it's just not something on people's priority. Donate. Hey, donate to the Crazy Tarot guy. No, Positive for Life. Go for it. They're going to call me in 15 minutes. So I'm not worried about it. I'll get through to them. I'm not calling them. They're calling me. So that's okay. I know you. I know you will. I'm sure. Yeah, go for it. I can do one more. I got definitely time for one more, and then I'll take off. All right, and I will catch you all after this last question. I will catch you all tomorrow. We will come tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Natasha. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks. Was Kevin being honest when he said he would like to have kids with you? Oh, all right. Let's see. There's that 9 of Cups again. That's so weird that I'll tell you, I can shuffle, I can pull cards from all over in the deck and pull the same cards out. It's like magic. Those just happen to be the cards that want to come out. All right, here we go. Was Kevin honest with you when he was talking about when he said he wanted to have children with you? 3, 4. 5. All right, let's see what we got. The big finale. All right. It looks like he was keeping something from you, but he does want something new. He wants new life, which could be definitely children. You've got the Queen of Wands, who is very very happy. Very, you've got brightness and happiness and stuff like that. You see the sunflower there, and you can see on the back of her throne that it's kind of like a sun, kind of like a lion mane, to go with Leo, I guess. But yeah, I think he didn't feel like. I don't think he felt like he was positive. I don't think he felt like he was financially ready, but he wanted to have children. He was afraid that you would feel tied down, and that would cause an issue for you. But I don't. I definitely think he was telling you the truth when he said that. Yeah, he wanted to have kids. I think he does want to have kids. I definitely think so. I think he feels like he's not ready because he's not financially set for it yet. But whoever is, nobody's ever financially set for children. I'll tell you that. I have 3 adult children, and I'm still not financially set for that. But yeah, he doesn't want you to be tied down, and he doesn't want to have some type of a struggle or fight over it. So, yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. Yeah, I hope it resonates with you. I hope my readings make sense when I do them, because again, I'm still learning this as well. I'm learning tarot just as well as a lot of people who come here to watch. So I've only been doing it 3 months, and I really enjoy doing the YouTube channel. So, but that's the story. Save up your questions if you have more for tomorrow night. I will be back 6 o'clock, maybe a little earlier. I was early tonight. I started early, and we'll do more fun tarot time tomorrow. All right. You all have a great night, and keep practicing that social distancing. Sorry. You certainly won't be having children that way. All right. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you tomorrow.